1,000 meters, all set. Race 2, sprinting away, Autumn in Seattle. Fly jumped, continues to put its head up in the air when the starter said go. My Majestic Glory is also in the second rank. Cumulus, the first one out of the gates. Right there is Winter Blues, MAZZIO, Captain Van Trapp. As they move towards that 700-meter region, they're followed by Kingsmead. On Big Kings on the outside, then Sauveur. My Majestic Glory is at the rail. Autumn in Seattle's the trailer as they turn for home. Cumulus with the red headgear is in front. MAZZIO's on the inside. Winter Blue's got the black cap. My Majestic Glory, Kingsmead. Big King on the outside. Captain Van Trapp. Sauveur's running on from behind. Coming to the last 200 meters though. MAZZIO takes it up. Cumulus tries to fight back. Winter Blue's on the outside. Kingsmead on the inside. The leader MAZZIO. Kingsmead's a big runner. Sauveur's coming late on the outside. MAZZIO's holding on, and MAZZIO probably won it. Sauveur second and Kingsmead third. Number 3, MAZZIO, will probably last long enough because Sauveur, who was one of the trailers, comes strongly on the outside. But number 3, MAZZIO, just digging down and ends up winning it. So it wins by about a head. Second to number 2, Sauveur. Kingsmead will take third. Cumulus fourth. Further back in the run was Winter Blues. Then Captain Van Trapp, followed by Big King. And if we just continue to run it, I just want to see where the favourite ends up. My Majestic Glory, there it is, towards the back of the field, the tote favourite, number 4. So as we look at this, and MAZZIO, that's number 3, the Bernardini, Louis Hurson, Jason Gate, and the horse next to it in the red silks with the white blaze came from off the pace and is running strongly Sauveur, but gets denied by that head. Let's look at that. So your winner is 3, second nearest us, number 2, then number 8, and fourth to number 7, Cumulus, followed by number 5, Winter Blues. Back to the studio.
Stable's in good form, stable of Louis Hurson, and they've won here with number 3, MAZZIO, who now takes his tally to 6 wins from 19 runs, 5 of them on the poly track, and Jason Gates has won first time on him from a nice draw of 2. But before we even touch on this win, Louis, compliments to the stable. Everything's going according to plan. Horses are running well.
Yeah, thanks, Dee. He's running very nicely, and but I can't get. Can I get your boy next Friday night?
so I know it's difficult riding in P and that type of thing. But I heard you chirping with the appies now. What was that about?
Just a bit of getting into the heads. I said any one of the two. I said, Kanya, if you beat Jason on the line, because Jason's a big deal, Jason's a real deal, and he rides all the work and he gets the pick of the rides. I said, if you beat Jason on the line with Winter Blues, you get $1,000.
Yeah.
So I said, gee, sir, that's fine. So Jason looked at it with a long face. I said, okay, you'll each get $1,000. But Kanye, if you beat him, you get $2,000. Well, Jason wasn't having that.
But when you looked at your both horses, I know the other horse is coming down in the ratings, which is a positive for his career moving forward. But MAZZIO was always the right horse for you?
I think on the course and distance, yes. But I think Winter Blues, I expect him to run 3rd or 4th. So he ran 5th, he was there. I think he was just a bit keen early. And to get ahead of MAZZIO there and to be chasing Cumulus, I think that took it out of him. And then to head MAZZIO, I think going to the 300, Kanya saw $2,000. But Jason was having none of it. Now, look, he is a horse that likes the Poly 1000. We're lining him up. We're trying to prepare him and get him ready for July Day. There's the Umgani there. And we hope he can run there. And that's the sort of thing you can do with a horse like this. Yeah.
Well, you've done well with him. I mean, I just read out his record, a 6-time winner from 19 runs. That's tremendous.
Yeah, at least he hasn't over-raced. I do race my horses quite often. He's a horse he's one of those horses, if there's a cough going around, well, I say to my mates, to Anthony Maroon, I say, well, this horse is Lebanese, because he wants everything. He wants a bit of everything. So if anything coughs, he also wants to cough. And if there's a nasal discharge, he also wants to have it. So he's been that type of horse, but look, sound horse, and he's been a lovely horse to train, yeah.
Louis, when I speak about your next runner, Sigmund Mannies, I was not on course that day. I was actually listening at home. I still cast my mind back to when the horse made the debut, and you fancied it.
Yeah, Dees, look, the first time, in her last run, she ran 4th. Good feedback from Dion and Des and I spoke about her. But the thing with Seek Moon Magic is that she's had a problem behind her. I could never pick it up. In fact, our course vet, Dr. Sutherland, he picked it up. And he said to me, I'm telling you that horse is not right behind. You can't see what it is. And I went back and I did my homework. And that's why she's been off for a couple of months. We think we've sorted it out. And I think she's going to be a big runner today if I had worked a lot harder. But when you're looking after a horse, you bring the horse along gently. So my gut feeling is she's carrying a bit of a tummy like her trainer, a bit like you as well, Dee. I think she could run out of steam the last 200. But I think she'll come on from this run. The public can follow her in her next start. I'm not saying she can't win today. We try with every horse, but I think she could just be underdone.
Thanks for that, Louis. Well done, yeah.
Yeah, thanks very much. And as always, thank you very much to Mario Ferreira for we train for him, to Des, and to Wonderwater for the hyper-hydration, as my son calls it, of our horses. Thank you.
Fantastic, Louis Corson. Let's get Jason in before we speak to Des. Jason, compliments. You know, things are going so well for you. You're just beaming with confidence and it's showing when you come to the track and riding in races.
Yes, I need to thank Mr. Goosen for that, sir, because he's been giving me a lot of confidence, even during work and stuff at track. There's been ups and downs, but Mr. Goosen's always been there to support me, sir, and I need to thank him so much for giving me all the opportunities he's given me, sir.
You gave this horse a confident ride from the draw, and your plan paid off?
Yes, so my plan went exactly as I wanted it to, and so he's just such a fighter, so he just gives everything you ask him to give.
That's what I was going to touch on, because they were coming at you over the final 200, but he just kept putting his head in front.
Yeah, so he just kept plugging away and just trying his best, sir.
What's your number now when it comes to the number of winners you had?
29, sir.
Well, it's going superbly well, and after that long layoff you had, you've really taken to race riding with confidence, and we appreciate that because you're riding winners.
Yes, sir. It's thanks to the academy for that, sir.
Well done, Jez.
Thank you, sir.
You got anything else maybe later on?
The one I'm riding for Mr. Goosen later on has a little bit of a squeak, sir, but most of them place chances.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Des has been waiting patiently. Yeah, firstly, when we talk about Mario Ferreira, I know that of late you guys got horses all over the country, but Louis has done tremendously well for you guys.
Yes, Mario, I just need to say a big thanks to him. He puts in a lot of money. I think he's watching at the moment. And just a big thanks to him, for entrusting us and sometimes just to give us the time with the horses. This fellow, he's 1.6 now. Hopefully, he's only 5. He can carry on till he's about 7 or 8. But most of Mario's horses are still in KZN with Dennis and Louis. And, long may it continue for them.
I know last season he was crowned champion owner. I haven't been following the stats this season. How are you guys doing?
We're about 300,000 behind Mrs. Plattner.
Okay.
So, yeah, but also these, the big season is upon us. You need, one big horse to win a couple of big races, and they can put you within 2 races. So,
sure.
But fortunately, we've got some nice juveniles coming up. So, it will be a nice, interesting race.
Your comments on Seek Moon Magic later on?
I think Louis covered it. She's had her issues. She most probably need it. Similarly with Kerr that runs for Dennis.
Yes.
Been very disappointing the last 2 starts. We've dropped her down in distance now, put the blinkers on, and see if that might not help her.
Well, thanks for your input. Give her all our best tomorrow. And if you're watching, Mr. Ferreira, when you come to the races next time, please pop in and say hi. Well done here, Des.
Thanks, cheers.
Well done to all the guys here. Race number 2, 3, 2, 8, and 7 is the way they cross the line. Up next, it is the big one, the Pick 6 at 14:20, 20 past 2. Up next, Pick 6 time.